What is up, everyone? We finally got a brand new development update for DBOG, and honestly, this is one of the most transparent reality check messages we have ever received from the team. They lay out exactly how close we are to the update, why it's taking so long, and some massive shifts for the future of the game. Let's break down exactly what's happening. First up, the numbers. Progress is heavily cooking. Missions are basically done at 98%. Cutscenes are almost there at 88%. And whatever this top secret feature is, it is at a full 100%. But before you get hyped for a release date next week, the devs made it clear. There is still no planned date because they are entering extensive testing. And when you look at the map, you see why. They revealed there are 24 paths in total, with at least 4 missions per path. That is 96 total missions that they have to test constantly to make sure nothing breaks. Plus, this update is adding 2 brand new paths, each with 2 forms and new passives. But the most interesting part of this update is the transparency about the game's engine. DBOG is 8.5 years old. The devs straight up admitted that the codebase is incredibly difficult to work with. At this point, they said building on top of it is harder than starting a new game from scratch. This is why we aren't getting reworks to things like NPC AI or core foundational systems. Doing that would require rebuilding the entire game from the ground up. On top of that, balancing and creating content for 14 different races exponentially slows down production. Because paths take so long to make, the developers shared their plan for what happens after this update. They dropped some internal data. 34% of the player base only plays on 1 slot, and 48% only uses 2 to 3 slots. That means the vast majority of players focus heavily on just a few characters. Because of that, once this path update drops, they are pivoting. Expect future updates to focus on repeatable, single-slot content like raids, new missions, and more rewarding ways to get your main character stronger rather than forcing you to make new slots. Now for some tough news if you're a competitive player. The devs addressed the highly requested PvP revamp, and they are not confident they can deliver it. They acknowledge the issues and the community outcry, but they simply do not have the developer availability. Furthermore, they noted that data shows only a minor portion of the total player base actually cares about PvP. So while it's still on their radar, it is officially being pushed back to the back burner so they can focus on content that hits the majority of the player base. Overall, it's a slow process. The staff size hasn't changed, and we won't get a trailer until they are absolutely ready. But personally, I respect the honesty here. They aren't stringing us along with fake dates. What do you guys think about the shift towards raids and repeatable content? And how do you feel about the PvP news? Let me know in the comments below, subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.